Welcome to No Face City.
He said, actually, the Vietnam, being that was so prevalent back then, a lot of the sergeants, they were real hard asses before Vietnam. After Vietnam, he said they started to kind of change how to insert discipline into their soldiers without being too aggressive.
Yeah.
He said that's where a lot of that came from, a lot of animosity, you know.
Makes sense.
He said they would let them do drugs too because in Vietnam, because like they didn't want to. Like, a lot of sergeants would tell them, "Hey, don't do drugs." Like be all in their face, "Don't do drugs." Like, but they seeing death and kids getting blown up.
Yeah.
They was like, "We gotta take something to get our mind off of this." And a lot of the sergeants would forbid them from doing drugs. They would kill him.
Yeah.
You know
well, I mean, how else are you gonna walk around the jungle for a year with like sogging wet,
clothes.
It rained for like ever. They were in the mud. They were getting killed, and they're in like the golden triangle of like heroin, and stuff. So like they're all on heroin,
right?
And then you got like a bunch of heroin addicts out in the jungle killing people, and then you try to take away their heroin. I don't think so.
Right? He said a lot of those cases. Me had to get man. He was, his family was all through military.
Yeah.
He was like, a lot of them would do it because they'll be strung out.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Which is also funny because heroin was created for the military.
Oh, really? I know that.
Yeah, so it used to be morphine was what was used on like battlefields back then.
Yeah.
And then they realized they could make morphine easier and stronger, and they like figured out, oh wait, there's this like thing we can make heroin.
Right.
And but then it was like so much more powerful and addictive that all the soldiers were getting addicted, so they had to phase it back out and go back to morphine. But like it was originally made just for like soldiers to get treated on the battlefield when they got shot.
Oh wow, so they can just take the pain?
Yeah. It was just a drug, like a painkiller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just keeps getting stronger and stronger too.
Yeah, I was like, they have. I watched a documentary on. They have a couple of documentaries about it too, little small ones about it. He says a book you can read about it too, about fragging. But yeah, like that's like I was like that's like something I would do. I'm probably like, I'm ready to go. Y'all wanna?
Yeah, I could see
between us, right?
I would be a part of that little
right. That little cool. You said it's nothing. Nobody would snitch on nobody.
Yeah.
So if they knew that you did that, they're not gonna rat you out. They wanted to go home too, or they wanted to get. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what happened, guys. He just died. Like,
Right.
Crazy.
Yeah, right.
Do you know about?
He laid on. They made it seem like he just laid on it by mistake.
Yeah. It's just like he was really irresponsible with his like. He got really paranoid. He sleeping with grenades. Have you heard of like I think they're called tantines or totines?
What was that?
It's when soldiers would all put money into a pot, and whoever survived the war would get all the money.
Oh damn! Really?
Yeah. So like
That's
from their platoon or whatever.
Yeah.
But they became illegal because people started killing people of their.
What?
Yeah, because like if you're like I don't like this guy and I don't want him to survive, so I get the money.
You just kill him.
You're just gonna kill the people that are in your platoon so that you get the money at the end.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but it happened. It became like a whole thing.
Yeah, he did say that a lot of times that fragging would be doing battle.
Yeah.
They'll be fighting with another, then it's like, fuck it, throw it, throw it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They threw it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, there's so much friendly fire that you can't keep track of it.
Right.
You can get away with any murder there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he talked about that. He said, man, so many murders that they got away with other soldiers would have beef with another soldier and they would kill him doing fight, doing action.
Did you ever see the movie Full Metal Jacket?
Oh, classic. That's what we was talking about. That's what we was talking about that. I brought that up. That was the sort of fragging. But the dude killed himself,
Yeah, well,
the dude was...
the school, it was basically like a school shooter thing.
Right. He was riding that dude so hard. He said, and then that's how we got on the subject.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, that stuff happens a lot. He said it's called fragging. He's like, they just ride those guys, like, fuck, let's just kill this dude.
You know Bob Ross, the painter from.
Oh yeah.
He actually used to be before he was a painter. He was in the military as a drill sergeant.
Really,
Him. And he said after his service, he never wanted to scream again.
Wow.
So then he became a very peaceful, tranquil guy or whatever. But
I could never. Bob Ross was a sergeant.
Bob Ross was a sergeant and ran a drill. He was a drill sergeant. Yeah.
I can't see that. That's just.
I can't either.
Me either. That's hilarious.
I wonder if there are pictures of him. I've never seen. I've just.
It's funny. That guy who played the sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, you know, he was actually a military sergeant.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I think I watched like a documentary about it. Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, I forgot. He changed like the script because he was like, no, I would never say this. Like, let me just do. Let me just do my old thing that I actually used to do.
Yeah.
And so like that whole spiel and everything was just literally what he used to do when he was a drill sergeant.
Yeah. I was like, he really was a hard ass then. Yeah. That's why it looks so authentic.
And you know,
I was like, come over and fuck my sister. I like you.
Do you know Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Sauron. He was what was he? He was in like some sort of Nazi killing thing. Yeah. And so like there's a famous story when he gets stabbed in the movie, and Peter Jackson was trying to tell him like, all right, this is how you are gonna act, like this is how I think you should die in this scene. And he's like, no, I've actually stabbed people to death. Like I know what it looks like to stab someone to death, and this is what I'm gonna do. And you're just like, holy shit.
Wow, I didn't know that about him.
Yeah. He was
in a war?
He was in the war. He was like some sort of spy or something. I don't remember.
He stabbed somebody to death?
He stabbed a couple people to death, apparently.
Jesus Christ. That has to be... I wonder, like, in what kind of situation where you gotta get... Like, it had to be a situation where it's either him or me.
Yeah.
To him to want to just... You know what I'm saying?
Or else he could have been questioning somebody just like, all right, I'm stabbing you now.
Right, exactly.
You never actually know with those things.
Yeah. That could be, especially if he was a spy. Yeah. I don't know if I could stab somebody. I probably could if I had to. But that's like, shooting is easy.
Yeah. Alright, he was Christopher Lee. During World War II, he was attached to Britain's Special Air Services and the Secret Special Operations Executive as the Royal Air Force Liaison Officer.
Whoa.
I don't know. He did secret operations.
He was top notch,
He was top notch. Damn. And then he became an actor and became...
And what's his real name?
Christopher Lee.
Lee, right, yeah. Dang.
Intense.
That's a big transformation.
Big transformation.
Yeah, right.
Same with that guy from Step Brothers. The guy who...
Come on, the one with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly?
One of the guys in that movie who's like a big comedian, he also used to be like in the army. There's like pictures of him like in war with like machine guns, like covered in mud and shit. Like, oh, now he's a comedian. That's such an interesting career change.
I wonder, which one is it?
He's the guy.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, he's the guy in the office that's like Carolina wine cooler, whatever, and I don't know, he's always hyping one of the guys up.
I think I might have. Oh, that guy. He's got like a mustache. I think I've seen that guy before. I think I know who you're talking about. Was he? Cause I'm trying to think. Did he work in it? No, that was in. That was
this guy.
Oh, him!
Yeah.
I thought what?
Yeah.
Oh, but I never thought he would. What?
Yeah, he's ex-military.
He's been in a lot of shit too.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Especially if motherfuckers who have seen action. Mm-hmm. That's because you know what I'm saying. That's the ones you don't want to fuck. Motherfuckers who just went like to the military and just did their time, they didn't really see no action. But the ones that actually kill people, they're the ones you don't want to fuck with because they used to killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I worked at a grocery store for a while, and one of my supervisor was a tank operator, and he was the weirdest guy I'd ever met. But he was, he would say insane stuff. But he'd been in like in action and stuff. He was like, "All right, man, that's cool." But,
you want to tell him to be quiet? quiet, huh? Like, I want to hear that
And
shit.
he's like, no, that's cool. Like, you'll be chatting about something really innocuous. And you're like, yeah, I got like, it's like I got used to the smell of dead bodies. And you're just like, oh, you're traumatized. Like, I was talking about popcorn. What are you talking about? Like,
oh boy! Oh boy! You know, I like the smell of some hot popcorn from AMC.
Yeah.
I went to the movies last night with my girl, and it's really good. You know what you haven't smelled? The smell of a rotten corpse.
yeah. you get used to it, just like that popcorn. You're like, all right, that's so interesting that's the first place your mind goes.
Right. And then the cool part about a lot of these soldiers, that they see all that crazy stuff, death and kids being blown up, and they just put them back in society, like no kind of therapy or nothing,
like zero resources,
right?
Help, and you're just like, that's so
amongst civilians.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and wonder why motherfucker go into a grocery store and shoot it up or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And it's like we have had more. I mean, it's a morbid fact, but we've had more soldier suicides than we've actually lost in any of the wars in like the last 2 decades.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Oh yeah, we have had way more soldier suicides than deaths in the last like 20 years.
Wow.
They all come home and
I can see that.
Yeah.
Because you can't get that shit out your head.
No.
And then you just gotta act like everything's normal.
Yeah, you just gotta go back to normal, and then there's like no one explaining PTSD to you. Or,
right.
You know.
Your friend you just finished talking to that morning, y'all had breakfast, laughing.
Yeah.
You saw him get blown up about 12 o'clock, like before noon. And you just gotta act like nothing happens and go like, man. Then like the circumstance, like you eat shitty food. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. The MREs and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a morbid fact.
Okay.
All right. Since 9/11, there have been 30,177 military suicides, and there have only been 7,000 deaths from actual combat.
What?
Yeah.
30,000?
30,000 suicides, 7,000 battle deaths.
Wow.
That's a lot.
They mentally are screwing them up in
They
there.
really, really are, yeah.
To make them, you basically trying to change a regular person into a killer.
Yeah, you change a regular person to a killer, and then you're like, all right, go be a regular person again.
Go be a manager at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, exactly. And be like nice and sociable.
Right.
But at the same time, you're having nightmares every night. And
Right.
You can't like bathe yourself, and you're like falling apart. And your wife cheated on you when you were overseas.
Right, exactly.
Okay, but like go live your life now.
Oh boy. So where's the? I don't understand I don't understand the allure to even want to. I mean, you know, God bless people who do serve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My brother was in the Air Force.
Go for the college.
The money.
Tuition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have no like. They think, oh, I can just do a quick 4 years or 2 years and then get out and be like set.
Yeah, they do take care of you. Yeah. I probably would do it if I didn't. But when I was younger.
Yeah.
But the threat of something going down.
Plus, like, you know, maybe you don't have like a good family. You think, oh, I'm either gonna like end up in jail or join the army, or the recruiters get you in high school and you get propaganda and indoctrinized.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're advertising the military on Twitch now for video games.
Really?
The military is paying for like movies. That like the military funded Top Gun.
Really?
Yeah.
To make it look cool.
To make it like pro-America. Like, like we want a good thing promoting the American military.
Right.
And then they give them access to like a bunch of army stuff too. But
yeah, you get like a nice jacket and some aviator glasses like Tom Cruise. Yeah, they make it cool. I can see that. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie Battleship with Rihanna.
Yeah.
It's funded by the military.
What?
Yeah, they paid like $100 million for that.
Wow. See, and people think movies aren't just entertainment. They're trying to get into your head. Your head.
Be like, yeah, the military's cool actually.
That makes sense.
And we'll get to travel, and they'll pay for my college, and I probably won't even have to see battle.
Right. But it's that, you never know what these motherfuckers might do.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know about the lobster thing?
No, what's that?
So, it's, I've been listening to a lot of, like, military guys. They all know, like, if you get served lobster and the military, it means you're going to go see battle. They won't tell you that, like...
Wow!
They won't tell you that you're, like, going to move out soon.
Yeah.
They'll just give you a really nice meal to be like, it's morale. And then they'll send you to, like, they're like, all right, we're gonna get our call in now.
Oh, your last meal.
Yeah, so they all, whenever like people, you'll see stuff on TikTok of being like, they're giving us crab legs. What the fuck's about to happen?
Welcome to No Face City.